Hey y'all, Jeff here. I'm doing this specifically for YouTube because on the podcast I typically do a podcast intro, but YouTube I just put the raw video up. I just wanted to take a second and talk about something we have coming up in the community that I think is a really fantastic program, and I don't want you to miss it if you only watch us on YouTube. So what we have coming up is the Dialogue Dash. It starts October 1st. The Dialogue Dash is a community experience that we do. It costs $1 a day. It's $80 total. It goes for 80 days. The idea behind the Dash is that writing is really tough. It is, especially with the massive amount of distractions in the world happening right now. It can be hard to like get yourself to write. So the idea behind the Dash is that we're going to take advantage of National Write a Novel a month together in November. A lot of us take that month just to like crank out as many words as we can. I know I've written several books around that month in November. And so what we're going to do is we're going to form a team and come together to do that to help you yeah, just get those words on the page as much as you can that month. Or if you're working on a novel, get as much editing as you're done. This November, actually, I have a novel to edit, so I'm going to be spending November editing as fast as I can that novel. Here's how the program works. Starting October 1st, we do a season of like prep. We're going to do a month of prep so that in November we can sprint. And the way that that prep works is we'll have weekly webinar calls. They'll be on Sunday nights. You can come in person or you can watch them later. JP, Laura, and I will all lead those. Those are the three Dialogue Doctor coaches. And we'll each week we'll talk about something to help you plan or prep. And there's actually workbooks. You get ebook copies of these two workbooks if you do this with us, and they're full of these amazing. I'm just going to flip to random pages. They're full of amazing pages that help you like think through your book, think through what you're doing, think through like how you're planning stuff out and how you're building stuff. So the goal of October is to prep you with everything you need. We're going to talk about your plot. We're going to talk about your characters. We're going to talk about your character voices. And we're going to talk about you and like when's the best time for you to write and when do you need things? What kind of things do you need around you to write? And so by the time we get done with October, you're totally ready to dash. So then November 1st, we start the Dash and the program transitions. We stop doing weekly webinars and we start, you'll get daily encouragement videos from Laura or JP or I. They're really short. They're like 5 minutes long, but they're just like, hey, let's sit down and write and go get it. The whole time you're part of our Slack community. So we'll have some competitions going in Slack. And during November, you'll get to talk to other people in Slack. We'll also hold some writing times where we just open up a Zoom call for people to come and like sit silently in a virtual room and write, which I really like doing that. It's fun just to have somebody else online with you, you know, that you're writing with. And then so I will share our victories and stuff in November of how things are going. We'll also be holding office hours for all of October and November. So that's an hour of the week. JP will hold one super early in the morning Eastern time. Laura will hold one super late at night Eastern time, and I'll hold one kind of mid-afternoon Eastern time. And it's just an hour where you can show up and talk to a coach about whatever you want. So we'll hold those in October and November too. The goal is to equip you with everything you need to dash really hard in November. Then when November's done, we're going to pivot the program again. We're going to take 2 weeks in December and we're going to talk about editing. And we're going to talk about, hey, everything that you have, let's talk about now that you have this dash and you've like worked really hard, you've got maybe a bunch of words on the page. What do you do with those words to actually craft them into a book? We're going to talk about that in December, and we'll have 2 weeks of that where we go back to weekly webinars, we go back to office hour calls, and we start talking about like, hey, here's what December looks like. Now, all of this is super cheap. It's $80 a person. That's $1 a day for the 80-day program. So I hope you'll come and join us. You can sign up at dialoguedoctor.com. There's a link in the menu of the website that says the Dash. Click on that and it'll show you how to sign up and it'll give you more information about what it is. But again, writing like a lot of often writing will feel like it's something we do in isolation, but I'm a firm believer that writing's a team sport. We need a community around us, encouraging us and holding us accountable to do that. For the Dash for October, November, and December of this year, we've created this program to help with that. So I do hope you'll come and join us. Again, you can sign up at dialoguedoctor.com and yeah, come be a part of this in November. It's going to be totally awesome.